Hello and welcome to Just for Fun with the Fellas. As you can see, it's a little bit different today. The fellas are no longer with us. I mean, well, not in that way. They just decided to part ways. They didn't die. they they decided not to do the podcast anymore. We're still friends. We're all good. It's just they decided to not do it anymore. But I got myself today. It's good to be here. It's good to be with my good friend Kyle. Long story short, what he's trying to say is that they're done with the podcast. It's just us now, and hopefully, it's like a season 2. It's kind of like a turntable for this. So it's something that I don't want to give up yet. I don't want to just abandon. I don't want to lose this project yet. Maybe I'll turn it into something cooler. Maybe I'll do a project while I talk, or make it more of a each week diary thing, like, you know what I mean, like a something I can go back at and know what I was doing in my lifetime at this point, and maybe I'll add more personal stuff to it, something like that, instead of just games and in different scenarios and stuff like that. But with that being said, I'd like to keep doing it and to make people laugh. The whole point of starting it was to hang out with my friends more, and if maybe you were having a bad day, you could spend an hour and 45 minutes just laughing or smiling or just forgetting what the real world was. I think that's kind of was the main mission of it. I think that was the goal, and still is the goal, is to whatever's going on in your life, you had us to watch and listen to and kind of go, wow, these guys are really dumb at times, and or be a good background noise. I think our voices are very good to drown out and and different things. I don't know if I'm going to keep the name Just for Fun with the Fellas, because as you can see, there's no other fellas here. I'd like to maybe change it to Just for Fun, or No Bad Days, or Nothing Except Everything. Let me know what you think. Maybe you have a different name for it. I don't know, but it's just me for now on. Maybe I'll get other people to come on, other guests to come on and stuff like that. But I'm not sure what I'm really going to talk about, what I'm going to zero in on. But I think my mind can think of things to ramble about. And there's different games and different things that I'd like to play, but it's basically just myself. So we'll see how they go. And I think that this will still go on. I think I really don't want it to end. So that's kind of why I'm keeping going. I really like doing it. I like the comments that come, and all the likes, and to know that at least one person enjoys watching it. So hopefully you can turn your brain off for the next however long this episode is and listen to me ramble about random things, to take your mind off the world or whatever's going on in your life. I'm truly hoping the best for you, and hopefully this is still fun. Hopefully it's not boring or looks terrible or something like that. But anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if I should change the name, keep the name. I'd like to put a sign there. I always wanted a sign, but I never really pictured it. Or a coffee table, maybe a coffee table with the logo on it. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's kind of the ramble of the front to address the elephant. I think everyone, or people who were watching, would be, why is it called Just for Fun with the Fellas if it's just one person? And if it's your first time, welcome. I welcome you. Please stay. I have a lot of fun doing this. So, it's golf season. And I promise you that even if you don't play good, you can always look good at pinsandaces.com. They just came out with a new collection, the Smoke Pink Edition. And they have the best pants, shirts, and anything you need to play golf. I mean, they have the best bags, and they have hats. So, what more can you need? Then, at Pins and Aces, shop all your golf gear, and be ready for the golf season. Use our code Just for Fun for 20% off. Without further ado, I'm going to hop right into a segment of can you can you name the top 10 candies? And whenever I looked at this list originally, I really didn't think that it would be this guy. It's off the LA Times, and the LA Times really picked out the candies that are not fan favorites. They definitely aren't the top. Starting off with a Take 5. I mean, I've never had this one, but I've heard it's very good. It's got pretzels and stuff in it. I've never actually tried it. It's got peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanut butter, so I think that's just majority of everyone enjoys this. I don't think it's a fan favorite, but according to LA Times it is. Definitely not number 1. I mean, then you get number 2. Number 2 is a Butterfinger. I mean, my sister loves these. These are a fan favorite for sure. I don't know if they should be at number 2. I mean, the amount of Butterfingers that I trade away at Halloween whenever I was younger, because, you know, I don't go trick-or-treating anymore, but it's wicked cool. I think everyone should go trick-or-treating. I don't think that this should have been at number 2. I think maybe could have made a list, could have maybe broke the top 10, but there's so many other candies out there that could probably do so much better than this one. But hey, it's number 2. Number 3, you got Payday. I mean, these Paydays are... It's so far the top 3 have just been peanuts, so it's kind of an unfair thing, and they would not be in my top 3 at all. I mean, it's very messed up, kind of allergist. I don't know. Definitely not a top 3 pick. Now number 4, I understand completely. I can't have this one, but a Snickers. I could get down with this. I mean, it's definitely got to be a top 10 for sure. It's definitely recognizable. I think everyone knows about Snickers. I mean, they get the most iconic commercials of all time with the Marilyn Monroes and the and whenever the angry grandparent or the angry grandmother. You're not you when you're hungry. So Snickers has to be at number. Definitely a top 10. I don't know where I'd rank it because personally, again, I can't have it. Unfortunately I am not able to have it, but I definitely say it's definitely in the top 10. Number 5, a Toblerone. It's right here. This is a picture of it. It's kind of cool because it's shaped like a pyramid or a long pyramid. I don't know what shape that is. I should know because I should probably do the research before, but it's pretty long and it looks like a pyramid. It's a long triangle, extruded triangle. That's pretty cool. I don't know what else is in it. I'd like to try it one day. I don't know if there's nuts in it. That'd be pretty nuts. Number 6, this earns a top 10. I mean, I would have put this at maybe number 3, maybe number 4. Twix. Twix, the most amazing. No, because Kit Kat. I mean, it's kind of a combination of a Kit Kat and a Rolo put together. I mean, you can't go wrong with this candy. Everyone is probably going to like it. I mean, if you like caramel and chocolate and all that and wafer, you can't go wrong with this. You can't go wrong at all with a Twix. It's awesome. And there's lefts and rights. I mean, I think that in the share size, I don't think they should be labeled left and rights. Also, they taste exactly the same. It would have been cool if they made it different. Maybe one more caramel and one less. But whatever. I'm not mad at it. Definitely a top 10 candy. And will forever be a top 10 candy. I just discovered this one this year, actually. And it's phenomenal. I love this candy. And definitely in the top 10. Number 7, a Baby Ruth. I've heard very good things about these things. I mean, I haven't heard a bad thing, but I've also never heard like a good thing. So for it to be top 7 in LA Times history, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. To be the top 7 candy is a Baby Ruth. At number 8, with the best name of all time, whatchamacallit, it has a peanut flavored crisp, a layer of caramel, and a chocolate coating known for its unique texture and flavor, introduced in 1978. I mean, I can't have this one. I would love to have this one, actually. It sounds absolutely delicious and everything that I like. The texture of this bar looks phenomenal. It kind of looks like a Kirkland granola bar from Costco, and I love those things. They actually discontinued them, but it's a story for another podcast. There, oh, there was a Whoosman What's It was introduced in 2021, but it didn't last. Whoosman Watch It was introduced in 2021, but it didn't last long. It sounds pretty good. I mean, it had a crispy layer. It's the same exact thing, except it has a Rice Krispie layer. So it's basically the same exact thing. It's kind of like a Crunch Bar, I would assume, that was put into this. But it didn't last long. Now, number 9, they made this completely biased, and it's a frozen Charleston Chew is number 9. And don't get me wrong, I love Charleston Chews. I had a phase where that was my favorite candy. I think that was the best candy of all time. But I've kind of grown to a Kit Kat. And the fact that these things are on the top 10 list should not be on the top 10 list, but I do love these. But I mean, of all time, I don't think that 1 through 5 should be on the top 10, and it's very messed up that number 9 is a frozen Charleston Chew, but you got a Take 5 as number 1. I don't know. I would say it would rank higher, in my opinion. At number 10, we got an O. Henry. An O. Henry bar is a classic treat known for a combination of crunchy peanuts, chewy fudge, and a creamy caramel, all covered in a chocolatey coating. I mean, all these things kind of sound the same. The fact that these are the top 10s and Kit Kat doesn't make the top 10 is absolutely mind-boggling to me. And I know that I'm basically saying the same thing over and over again of this is so insane to me, but it is. It's absolutely, once again, mind-boggling to me that Kit Kat is not in the top 10. It's got to be at least top 10 in this list, because half of them are the same exact candy bars, just a different variation. I mean, if you got a whatchamacallit and an O. Henry in the same list, it's basically the same exact candy bar, just different names, and you could throw in Kit Kat because it's got all the flavor value to be a top 10, and it's just brutal. I can't believe that it's not top 10, like I said before. And then you get so I kept going. At number 11, we had a Cadbury Flake. I've never heard of that. I think it's a European thing. I'm not too sure. But then you got 12, a Kit Kat. Are you seriously putting that at 12, New York Times? I mean, LA Times? I feel like a Kit Kat should have broken the top 10. I've never heard of someone who hated Kit Kats. I've never heard of someone who was strongly disliked Kit Kats. I don't think that there is a person in the world that has tried it and has hated it. I mean, it's such a simple candy of crisp and chocolatey that it's got to be the top 10 for sure, not at 12. And the fact that it's not even on the top 10 list is absolutely obscured, and I think that was kind of biased. What hoodie you got on over there? This is my Comfort hoodie. Wow. Do we have a code? Oh, yeah, we do. We do. If you check the description and go to comfort.com with that link, you'll see this hoodie and sweatpants, blankets, absolutely everything to stay comfortable, and it supports mental health. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So please reach out to friends, family, therapists, whoever you need to stay sane. Please, please, please reach out to them. I am sure that your friends would love to hear from you, and you are never a burden on your friends. You're never a burden on anyone, and we're just so happy that you are here. And sorry to go very emotional, but the brand supports anxiety, depression, and all that, and it feels like a hug all the time. It's got that heavyweight material, so it feels weighted, and after a long day, you're stressed, you get to put this on, and you just feel so good, and it just takes your stress away. So shop the link in the description and shop Comfort. I think my new thing is albums. I mean, I got this super, super cool record player for Christmas for my lovely girlfriend. And whenever you buy a record, they're not very cheap. They're not very expensive, but it depends on the record. I just got this new one by Tate McRae, So Close to What. It's not the deluxe. I found it at Target. It was awesome. And there are 2 unreleased songs on it, and it's phenomenal. And I think that most artists should do this. I don't think that. I feel like it's cooler whenever, because I was in absolute awe, and it's different. The way that the music is on a record is so much different than, or I guess this one. The music on this one is so much different. There's different choruses and stuff like that, and apparently a lot of artists do this, and it's so cool to me that you can get a record and it's on a disc, and the fact that you can just put it and a pin drops down and it plays is absolutely insane to me. And the fact that CDs and like records came out before iPhones and stuff, I feel like it was harder to figure. It's like, who had the idea to go, I can put this on a disc? Like if you can, it just mind boggles me that. A quick lesson about records, because I absolutely love them, and the fact that you can just look at them and there's words on it, but there's no actual words on them, is so mind-boggling to me. It started off with the phonograph, an invention created by Thomas Edison way back in 1877. The device was a far cry from our record players of today, but the indigenous technology at its core was remarkably similar. It served 2 purposes: recording sound and playing it back. So basically what it does is you blow into this big horn, and it moves the needle, so it kind of sketches it out. And then that is played. That is then a resin, so you can press it down, get a good accurate reading, and there's grooves. So whenever it spins at a rate, at the RPM that it is designed for, it plays back and it sounds like the song, and it's absolutely fascinating. And what I did realize is whenever it plays back, it's actually just playing the record. I know that sounds that sounds stupid, but the record is playing itself almost. So it's playing off the way it's scratched. It doesn't need the speaker. I don't know how to describe it. I should not be teaching this. You should look it up on your own. But my terrible attempt of saying it is, the sound is coming from the record, and then there is a megaphone that is taking that and it's blasting it through a speaker. So it's really, really cool how it works. And yeah, that's your quick fun fact of record players, is that it's actually the sound from the record, and it is played back, and it comes from basically this big horn, and it trickles this needle, and it just sketches it out. Now we're doing a new segment called Am I the A-Hole? I think I've always wanted to do this, but I've never like pitched it, whatever. This one hits close because it's my story. Am I the A-Hole? Or what should I have done in this situation is more of what I am asking. Now, if we went to a restaurant, we are having a good time, got the appetizers, great appetizers, steak and cheese, egg rolls, fantastic. Then the food comes out. I get the wrong dish. I order the eggplant parmesan fettuccine. My girlfriend orders fettuccine Alfredo. And my girlfriend's mom got stuffed shells, I think. I don't know. But hers is perfect. Fantastic. My girlfriend's is in a wine sauce. Not the end of the world, but you order fettuccine Alfredo, you kind of expect Alfredo. And I ordered the eggplant, I think I already said that, eggplant fettuccine. So they come out and they put everything on the table. Now, eggplant parmesan and chicken parmesan look very similar because they're breaded. They're breaded in the same thing. And the cheese was covering it. Great heaping thing of cheese. It's fantastic. Now I start cutting it, and I cut into it, and I go, wow, this looks a little bit too stiff to be eggplant. I take another cut up. I see that it's chicken. I'm like, wow, this is chicken. But all right, whatever. I don't send it back. I don't say anything. A couple minutes later, I don't bite into it. I cut up my food before, and then I eat it. Also, it had penne in it. Penne is a different type of pasta, not the same pasta. It's just a normal type of pasta that you can get at any whatever. We start with that. The waitress comes back and then says, "Oh, you got the chicken parmesan by accident." Takes it back. I go, "Okay, no problem." And then it comes back with the eggplant parmesan with penne. Now, I took it. I ate it. I just had it. I didn't send it back. Now, would you send it back? Like, I don't think it's the bad thing to do is to say, "Hey, I ordered I ordered fettuccine," but I don't think that in this circumstance I was supposed to send it back. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of mean if you just send something back, but if it's the wrong thing completely, like I should have in the beginning said, "Hey, this isn't what I ordered," because it was obviously for something else, and it was probably for someone else, and I don't know what they did with it. I don't know if they threw it away. I don't know if they gave it to the person. I mean, I said I didn't touch it, but I feel like in food, you can't really do that. I don't think that you can just give it to the next person and expect it to be okay, or you probably get a discount, or I don't know. But I guess I'm asking for you is did I do the right thing of just eating it and not sending it back? Because if you send it back, I feel like they're going to be mad and almost spit in it or make it with hate, which I really don't want. I don't want to focus on, like, I don't want to make somebody have to do more work than they already did because they already made the food once. I don't want them to make it again. But at the same time, that's like, it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap food. So at the same time, I didn't want to, like, I feel like I did that in a good situation almost. I don't think that you should send back food, but at the same time, if you get the complete wrong thing and it's not a cheap meal. It's not like you're going to McDonald's and they mess up your burger. It's kind of it's not wicked expensive, but it's not cheap, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, but anyway, that's kind of the, would you send your meal back if it, like, did I make the right decision of not sending it back, or do I send it back? And yeah, that's it. That's all of the segment. Now, here's the am I the a-hole? This is a Reddit story, but this is just from the internet. And I'm going to talk about this person's problem like it's my own. Am I the a-hole for reaching out to my boyfriend's friend? So I, 26 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 25 male, for 4 years. He has a group of 6 pretty much lifelong friends dating back to middle school. I like these guys. They still all live pretty close to one another and see each other pretty much every weekend. I'm the longest tenured girlfriend, so I'll attend some of the gatherings to say a quick hello, or if it's the guys and some of the other partners, I'll stay the whole time. Over the last 6 months or so, I've noticed a remarkable change in one of his friends, 26 male. This guy used to be joyful, funny, life of the party type, and never missed a social occasion. In the last 6 to 8 months, we've seen him maybe 3 times, and when we do see him, he's not really engaged and doesn't look happy to be there. He also uses self-deprecating humor that cuts like a sword and drinks substantially more than he used to. I asked my boyfriend about this and got a mixture of an explanation of he's stressed about work. Or that's how he always is. Which, to be fair, he used a lot of self-deprecating humor previously, but now the tone is different. He's sad about a family member passing. That happened about a year ago. I asked if anyone's talked to him, and he said he hasn't reached out, and he knows we are all here. I reached out to my boyfriend's friend and just said that he's loved and supported, that everyone is here, and if he needs anything, and that we miss him. Sorry, that was a lot of tongue gathering. He sent a screenshot of that text to the guys. Oh my gosh. I reached out to my boyfriend's friend and just said that he's loved and supportive and that everyone is here for him. Also, that we miss him. He sent a screenshot of that to the text. I reached out to my boyfriend's friend and just said that he's loved, supported, and everyone is here for him. Also, that we miss him. He took a screenshot and sent that to the group chat, to the guys' group chat. And my boyfriend said I had no right to text his friend and that it was really none of my business. I argued that a friend is not a possession and that I had a right to do what I thought was right. Am I the a-hole? I don't think that she is. I think that so I think if there's anyone in in the wrong here, I think it's either the boyfriend, the friend who sent in the group chat, which is kind of messed up. You shouldn't really send that stuff in the group chat. I mean, it was just a hey, I hope you're doing well and that we're here for you. We're not That's not much of a clowning thing to do is to if someone's reaching out to you and saying that they're noticing this, you shouldn't clown it, unless because that's kind of like deflecting. That's kind of a coping mechanism, I guess. Is deflecting and saying this is a joke or whatever, and yeah. So I feel like it's definitely not her. It's definitely not her. I mean, if you are in this scenario and you have a friend who's not doing well or whatever, and you send them a text and they're not your closest friend, maybe it's your boyfriend's friend or your girlfriend's friend or something like that, I think that you should text them or tell them that always tell your boyfriend or girlfriend that you texted them or whoever you were dating, your partner. You should tell them that, hey, I texted your friend and this may just letting them know, hey, I want them to feel heard and stuff like that. But I think that if you get a text like that, I don't think that you should really share it, I guess. Or not in that way. I don't think that you should just send it to the group chat and just clown it. But yeah, I think if there's anyone in the wrong here, it's the boyfriend or the boyfriend's friend who got the text and is obviously going through stuff, but doesn't want his friends to know or his friends don't notice or whatever. And yeah, so I think that it's definitely one of them, definitely not the girlfriends. I mean, always reach out to your friends and never feel bad about reaching out to your friends and saying just hey and or whatever's going on. Maybe are you okay? Or maybe don't be as direct. Maybe however you feel like doing it, always reach out to your friends and you shouldn't feel bad about doing it. After a long day, all you're thinking about is sleep, and you spend about a third of your life sleeping. So you should invest in good sheets, good blankets, good pillowcases, so you can stay well rested whenever you do. I mean, I get it. They're super expensive, but if you use code JustForFun or click the link in the description, you get 20% off. And they're constantly running codes, constantly running discounts. So use code JustForFun and you get 20% off at Cozy Earth. I swear to you, these are the best sheets I have ever slept on. They're temperature regulating and the softest sheets I have ever slept on. And I'm pretty particular about my sheets. I love them so much. So go to Cozy Earth, use code JustForFun and get 20% off. There's no riddle this week, but riddle me this. If you'd like to get down and dirty with the riddles and have a great time in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, go to Monkey Mind Escape Rooms and use code JustForFun. Get $10 off your game. Now you can steal a diamond. You can have fun with your friends if you have friends, or unlike mine. But you can go steal a diamond, find Atlantis, become a pirate, do all these sort of things, and it's a great alternative to doing just absolutely nothing and doing something fun instead of just sitting around. Plus, you get to escape a room. You get to find Atlantis, and it's honestly our favorite thing to do is to go and escape from these rooms. So go to Monkey Mind Escape Rooms and use code JustForFun to get $10 off. I also think it's pretty wild that everyone is living their own life. I've been on this kick lately that everyone around me is living their own life with own challenges and stuff like that. And it's absolutely insane. Alyssa and I were driving and I don't know how it got brought up, but you kind of start to think more and more as you're driving because, you hit the flow state. We covered that a couple episodes ago. But you start to think that every single person around you is living their own life and going through their own challenges, whether it's big or small, and every single person has a right to go through those challenges. I think it's more of how you react. I feel like this has turned into like a motivational podcast, and it's not. It's just more of my mind, my mind wandering. And you drive down the road and you see people in their cars, and it's nuts that they go home, like or they're like that is their home, or whatever is going on. That's their life, and everyone has so many different interests, different things around them that affect them. They have a job or whatever is going on. That's their life, and the fact that I'm so blessed to have an amazing job, amazing friends, I get to do this. I learned this week that a bumblebee is not statistically supposed to be able to fly, and it is so interesting to me that they can fly and they overcame, and they're so big that they can fly with those little wings. And I think who said the speech? Peter Dinklage. I'm sorry if I said that name wrong, but he's a little person and he's an actor. He's the South Pole elf and elf. And he says this crazy speech that a bumblebee can't fly, and he had this poster over his bed, that it's a bumblebee, and it flew in the same way that he did, and it's such an interesting story that this guy made it. And it's just crazy to me that every single celebrity has a life. Every single person started off with zero, and I guess not everyone starts off with zero, but you do start off with zero, like zero followers or zero entertainment value. It just, like Jimmy Fallon, he started off in SNL, and he came up like that, and just all these people started off with zero credit, and now social media is such a big thing of you need to have likes and do these things, and you're a clown if you start a podcast or start doing video, and I don't know if it's jealousy, because we'd get those comments a lot, and it's like, oh bro, let's start a podcast. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it started. I mean, how do you think every single thing in the world started? It starts with an idea, and then you just go with it. Like, it's not and I apologize if you've lost my train of thought or think that I'm trying to get motivational here, but it's very dumb to me whenever people think that it's stupid to start anything. I mean, I think it's pretty dumb whenever people think that it's less than them or they shouldn't have one or whatever. And that's okay. You don't have to do that, but you shouldn't put others down for it. You shouldn't put others people's dreams down because you don't understand it. You'll never understand the vision until it's big. Or I saw this thing, you either quit, you either make it big or quit social media. And I think that right now is a huge point where I could either quit the podcast and kind of throw it all away and do something else, or keep it going. And hopefully this was entertaining enough to the point where people would like to hear me talk or whatever, and have guests on. And I think that this is a cool avenue of maybe opening the door to being able to talk to the most cool people in the world. I guess I'm really starting to get off track here of what I'm trying to say, but I guess I'm just not gonna quit yet, and I don't want to quit, and hopefully people listen and like it. I think it'll be very funny to see me on one side and me on the other, and we're just talking it out. So this first one was definitely rough. I mean, I think as we go on alone, I think that we could make it big and make it cool. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed episode 53 of Just for Fun with the Fellas. Kyle and Kyle here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I know this one was kind of rough to follow, but I think they're just going to get better from here. There's going to be other guests, other things, big things that are going to happen. I don't know, but just follow along. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and listening and following us through this journey. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how it's going to be in the future, and make sure to check out our Instagram, TikTok, all that, and let me know if I should change the name and what I should change it to. I mean, I think No Bad Days is really rolling off the tongue for me, and maybe I'll call it Mind Boggling because I keep saying that word for some weird reason. It's just sticking to me, and yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed it. Enjoy your week, and I will see you next Saturday.